Okay, students, in this video, we will discuss regarding that how we can use object as a like as an argument in a particular method. So let's suppose we take a class. So the program is that is passing objects in Java. Okay, so here first of all we will take one of the class like class, and we can give any name to it like object pass. Okay, and here I am taking two variables like a comma b. Okay, now what I will do, I will just create one parameterized constructor here. So I am writing like this: object pass. Okay, and here I will pass two arguments, two parameters here, that is int I, int j. Right? Now I will be just allocating the value of I and j to a. So I am writing like this: a equal to I and b equal to j. Okay. So what we want that it should return now we need I will be using another method here that will tell us that it will return true value if my particular object will be equal to the invoking object. Okay, so whatever the object that we are passing in the argument as a method and the other object that we are available with, so we will just compare its value over here. So it will return true if our object will be equal to the invoking object. Okay, and we will notice an object is passed an argument to a method. So here, first of all, I just tell you that I will be using one method here, that is Boolean. Why I am using Boolean? Because I will return true or false value. So I am taking one method here that is equal to. Okay. So here I need to create the object of this particular class. So that is object pass, and that is O. Okay, so O is the, we can say that object of this particular class which we are passing as an parameter as an this particular method. So here what we will do, that we will return here, return, and that is O, that is the object dot A equal to A, and so I am taking this AND operator here just to compare both the values. So I will be writing like this: O dot B equal to B. Okay. So this is how we will compare both the values here. So this is the value that we are passing with that particular object, and here we are having that particular value of A over here. Okay, so these are the values that we need to compare, and whatever the answer that we will be getting here, we will be just giving that particular answer in the form of a true or false. So let's suppose now here I am I am taking another class that is test object demo. Okay, so test object demo, I am just taking a class here. So here I am using public static void main. Okay, so these are the string arguments that I am passing here. So like this, and here now I will create the objects for this particular class. So I am writing like this. So what was the class name here? That is object pass. Okay, So that is object pass, and here I will be creating. Let's suppose I'm creating first object here, that is ob1 equal to new object pass, and let's suppose here I am passing the value 10 comma 2. Okay, now let's suppose I am creating another object here, that is object pass ob2 equal to, and here I am using new object pass 10 comma 2. Okay, so I have given the same values here. Now again I am taking another object here, that is object 3 equal to new object pass, and let's suppose I give another value here -1 comma, again I can give the same value here. Okay, now I will here check for that particular values for both the objects. So I am writing like this: system dot out dot println, and here 1 equal to, I will compare it with the second object. Okay, so and so again that is object 1, so we will be equal to, so that is the method that I have taken, equal to. Okay, and I am using what object I am passing here, that is object 2. Fine. So this is the way that how you can just check that both the objects. So you can see here that I am just need to check the first two objects. So what I am doing, that is object 1 dot equal to, this is the I can say this is the user defined method that I have taken here, and here I am passing another object here like this. Okay, so that is object 2. Now what will happen, this particular object, that is whatever the object 2 we have passed here, so it will just compare the both the values over here, like it will check both these values by returning that both these values are equal or not. Okay, so let's suppose I take another option here, that is system dot out dot println, and here I will check for ob1 equal to ob3. Okay, so here again that is ob1 dot equal to, and here we are having object 3. Okay, so same method will be called here, and it will check for the different values. But what is the different, that now we are passing the object as a parameter here. Okay, so we are passing an object as a parameter here. Okay, so this is how we can define, how we can pass that object in this in Java, how we can pass object as a parameter in a particular method. Okay, so let's run this particular part. So basically what we let's suppose I just save this program. So what is the name of my main class here? That is a test object demo. So I will be, okay, so this is the what name I think, that is test object demo dot java. Okay, now I first run this program and after that I will just explain you that what has happened in this particular part. So for that I am going to share my command prompt screen with you. So okay, so you can see here I will be first running that program Java C, that is test object demo dot Java. Oh, I have to move to another part here. So okay, you can see here that we have first compiled this particular program, that is test object demo.java, and after that we have run this part. So you can see here that both the values of this object 1 and object 2 are true here because we have passed the same values over. Now I will explain that what has happened, that first of all we have created these three objects, that is object 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so now what is there, that for each object value, like object 1 is having this particular value for A and B, object 2 is having this type of a value for that A and B, like that we are using, and for this particular object 3 is having all this value -1 for A and B over here. Fine. Now, what will happen from the method side, that a reference of a type will be created here. So what we have created, that we will create a reference of a type. Okay, and we have created that particular reference like this. This is your reference O will be there. So first of all, that will be containing a null value here. Okay, so that will be having the null value here. Now what happens when you pass, when you will just call this method equal to, so what you have done, you have called this particular method equal to. So what is happening here, that the reference O will be, O means this particular reference will be assigned to the object which is passed as an argument. That means that O is referring to the object 2 here. Okay, now this O is being referred as a object 2 here. Fine. So what is happening here, that when you are referring this particular part, you have used this particular method like this, object 2 equal to object 2. So here what is the value of O will be, that is the object 2. Okay, now what it will do, that equal to method is called on object 1. On which particular method we are calling this, that is on object 1. Okay, so we are calling this particular method on the object 1 here. So, and O is referring to the object 2. O is your object 2 and you are calling this method on object 1. So what will happen, since the values of your A and B are both same in this particular case, आपकी दोनों values that are both are same in this particular value, so the condition is true over here. Okay, now again what will happen, your O will be reassigned to object 3. Now this part you can see, object 3 will be assigned to this particular part. Okay, and we are calling this particular object on this particular object 1. Okay, so we are calling this O will be referring to object 2 and we are calling this equal to method on again on that object 1. Okay, so what will happen again, that O will refer to the object 3 and it will again check for the values in both the statements like this, like it has to check all those values here like this. So now in both the cases values are not same. So what will happen, that it will just give you a false answer. Okay, so you can see here that in the first case it is giving you the true value and in the second case it is giving you the false value. Okay, so this is how we can use that object, that whatever the object, in case of a object, we pass that values. So it works as a reference to you. So whatever the changes that you will be giving to that particular object will be referred in that particular object also. Like here, first the object 2 was having the value 10 and 2, and here that object will be having the value -1, -1. So both the values has been changed while calling the particular method respectively. Fine. So this is how we can say that we have to use call by reference. We must use this methodology of call by reference in case if we are passing that object as a parameter in a particular method. Fine. So this was all about that how we can pass this objects in Java. So hope you understood the concept.